to my channel, or welcome if you have never been here before. I'm here to do another makeup video. I did not end this series of doing people's makeup routines. These videos just cost like a bunch of money because I try and buy majority of the products that are in the videos. So I kind of had to save up my money for this one because I really want to do this one. And today we're going to be doing Kylie Jenner's makeup routine. She did a makeup routine for Vogue, but it was like 3 years ago. And I'm like, okay, that's probably so outdated. And I swore I remember her doing another one like more recently. And then I looked on her channel and she had one. And it's a year ago, which isn't that long ago, so we're just gonna do that one. So it isn't a Vogue makeup routine, but it's still by Kylie Jenner. And you know, Kylie Jenner always looks snatched. You can't even lie, she's very good at makeup. I am so excited for this. I ordered everything that I could order because she uses a bunch of her own products in the video, and she's not selling those products or they were sold out. But yeah, I pretty much bought everything in the video, and if there wasn't something in it, I substituted it for something that I thought would be good. So we're just gonna get into it.
Thing, since my hair is already done, is I'm going to clip my hair back so my foundation doesn't get in my hair.
The clips were not planned. I don't know if these are like her clips, because I know she sells like some stuff like that on her website, but I just got these from Amazon and they're pink and they matched, and I was super excited, so that's why I put those in.
2 squirts. Love this primer. It is such a good primer and it just makes my makeup lay so much better.
She goes in with primer, and it's her primer, but she's not selling that on her website anymore. I'm gonna be saying that a million times throughout this video because she uses a lot of her products, but she's not selling a bunch of her products anymore. I don't know why, but I couldn't find them anywhere, so I'm just gonna go in with a primer that I've used in the past. I don't really use primer because a lot of primers break me out, but I've been using this recently because I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna buy it, because primers are so expensive, and usually the primers that don't break me out are the expensive ones, and I'm like, do I really want to spend like 30 bucks on what seems like a moisturizer when I could just use moisturizer? But I honestly will say I have seen a difference in my makeup when I've been using this. I'm just gonna be going in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and just take a little bit of that. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about something. No, and I can't grab it now. Whenever I rub anything on my face, even if I'm not doing it like crazy, my face gets so red, like I'm instantly a tomato. I bought something that was totally, that I didn't even need to buy. I didn't even need it, but I thought it would just like add to the video. It was not necessary and it was really overpriced, but I thought it would add to the video, so appreciate the mirror. I mean, it's a good mirror. I don't own like a handheld mirror, so I mean, maybe it was needed.
Primer on. And then I'm gonna do some of my Kylie Skin lip mask. My lips are kind of chapped right now, so this is great.
She does a lip mask, and I do think that is the only thing that I did not order at all, but I'm literally... My dogs keep howling. Why? Harley! Anyways, I'm just gonna be going in with some really moisturizing lip balm.
So I start with my foundation. I used to start with my brows, and I'm using Luminous Silk Foundation. I love this foundation. I love how it makes my skin look. Then I'm gonna take this brush. It's a Kylie Cosmetics brush in number 6. I like this brush because I like how it, you know, really gets my foundation in there. I'm kinda gonna like mix it with my brush. Go ahead and apply. So I just like to like blend it in really well. So I'm even gonna like go over my eyelids and over my brows.
Your girl bought the freaking foundation. I have never spent so much money on a foundation before, and I got the mini one and it was still like $50 freaking dollars. And I don't even think it's my shade because I got it online because I couldn't get to the store. I cannot tell if that's gonna be the right shade. It might be too dark. She barely had any brushes on her website, but she definitely did not have that brush. So I just bought a Sephora brush. I'm gonna link everything down below, but it says 70 on it. It is a foundation brush. It kind of just looks like a really fat, like kind of dense brush. And oh my god, I have never applied foundation with a brush, I don't think. What is that like? No, that's definitely way too dark. Okay. Do not be mistaken by the freaking camera and the ring light. Oh, that's way too dark. Okay, it's not way too dark. It's literally like one shade too dark. It is so hard to tell on the freaking models online. It's like okay for right here, but then when I get here, because oh my gosh, I should have faked tan. I'm pretty sure it's oxidizing as well. You know, I might be able to say this with concealer. She like goes over her freaking eyebrows and puts it like on her eyelids. Oh my god, that is definitely too dark. I want to go cry. Oh my god. See, look, right here and here is perfectly fine, but my neck and my chest right here, like, never get as tan. We're gonna kind of bring it down. Foundation is probably the thing I am least knowledgeable on in the makeup world. I'm not the biggest fan on how it feels. I personally just feel uglier with it on. I feel so much prettier when I don't have foundation on. I don't like the feeling, and also, I touch my face way too much to wear foundation. No, okay, I think this is not that bad. And you know what? I will say, out of every foundation that I have tried in my lifetime, because I've tried a bunch, because when I was in like freshman year of high school and I was really insecure and that's when I started to get acne, I was like, oh my gosh, I'll cover it all with foundation. So I tried to do that, and I tried a bunch, and then I tried a bunch with all these videos, and this one is by far the best. That might make me go return it and get a new one. Okay, we're gonna see what's next. I look like the peanut butter baby.
Okay, so now that I got a nice thin layer of foundation, I'm gonna use a beauty blender and just blend it in so there's no streaks.
She goes in with a beauty blender next, and yes, I did buy a whole ass beauty blender to do this. It was honestly just an excuse to buy a beauty blender because I haven't bought a beauty blender in so freaking long. I just buy Real Technique sponges because, I don't know, I have mixed feelings because I like the beauty blender, but the Real Technique sponge is good in different ways. It's like finer of a sponge, if that makes sense, but this one's more like airy and like fluffy. They're both great, but spending 20 bucks on a little piece of foam seems a little excessive to me, but I'm gonna go get this wet really quick and then do what she did. Beauty sponge is wet. Kind of just like pounces it around to make sure there's no streak marks.
Okay, so next step is my concealer. Like a little on my forehead and down my nose. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blend.
I was actually really shocked when I went to her website because she's not selling her concealers anymore. And I remember when those bad boys came out, everyone was raving about that specific item, and I was really excited to try it. I had to buy a new NARS concealer anyways. I have not found a better concealer than this. She goes under her eyes. It's almost like a triangle, but like it's not. I feel like I should have put a heavier moisturizer on this morning because my face is kind of dry. She puts a dot on her forehead, but I don't know if that was like an imperfection. I'm just gonna put some here anyways, like down her nose and then a little bit on her chin. I have a bunch of little dots. There's a blurring filter on my camera, but I have a bunch of little dots and stuff on here. So I'm gonna just, you know, do that. I'm going in with the beauty blender because that's what she does. Oh, see that little pink dot right there? And there's a pink dot right there. The freaking beauty blender is like coming apart. I always really rinse them like before I use them for the first time. Oh, one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video is because I haven't finished yet. I kind of put it on hold because my boyfriend and I are watching other stuff. But I have never like fully sat down and watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I've been watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I literally got through like, I think over 10 seasons in like less than a month. I will say the first like 3 seasons were the best, and it just went really downhill. Like I don't know, it didn't hit the same anymore. I don't know, you can leave your opinions about them like down below. I'm kind of curious to see like what my audience thinks about the Kardashians. I don't like the fact that a bunch of them have lied about surgeries and stuff. That really bothers me. But I don't know, you do have to admit they have to be smart to a certain extent. Like I think Kim Kardashian is so smart. And you can disagree with me all you want. And literally all of them are smart in their very own ways because they have managed to stay relevant and at the top for so freaking long. Like, I don't think they've ever really fallen off. Do you know how hard that is They're always just pulling something else out that's new. Since Kylie Jenner's makeup line came out, I have wanted to try it. At the time when it came out, I had no money, and now that YouTube is my job, I can put money into it. So thankful to you guys that that has become my job now. This is literally my dream job. I said this in one of my very first YouTube videos. My dream job was either to be like a professional film editor, but my other dream job was to be a YouTuber because I could edit all my own videos, and the main reason why I started YouTube is because I love editing videos. Anyways, this is the concealer. I think we're looking good. Also, I feel like that really helped the foundation out.
Okay, now that we blended my concealer in, I'm gonna go and take my favorite setting powder in the entire world. It happens to be by Kylie Cosmetics. First, I'm gonna do a light set with soft pink. So I'm just gonna do a light layer like that. And then I'm gonna take the Beauty Blender and translucent, and I'm gonna set. And then when I do my eyeshadow, this will be a good base because I don't want my eyeshadow to fall under my eyes. So I'm just pressing my translucent powder into the center of my forehead and do a line down the center of my nose. And I feel like when you just bake like this, it really just like perfects your makeup. And last but not least, I'm gonna take beige with my big chunky brush. I'm gonna set the rest of my face.
Her powders weren't on her website. Sorry, but I am gonna be trying a different powder that I have never tried. I don't know why I've never tried this powder. I'm like surprised. It's the Laura Mercier powder. She just lightly sets under her eyes. This powder is very blurring. And it looks like she kind of like bakes her nose, puts them on her chin, and she doesn't like fully pat it in all the way. And she doesn't bake her forehead, she just kind of like bounces it in. She takes some powder and she goes like down her nose with it. And then she goes in with a bigger fluffy brush. And then she kind of just like goes in and sets her whole face. That's what we're looking like.
Okay, so now that I'm all set, I'm gonna do my brows. So I like to do my brows next. This is shade medium brown. So I start with lining underneath. After I line the bottom of them, then I brush down my brows and I kind of like line the top lightly. Now that I lined my brows, I'm gonna go in with, I'm actually using Cool Brown, my little shadow duo. I'm just kind of like filling them in. These are my little brow sticks. I am obsessed. They're so easy. The best creation ever. And I kind of just line underneath my brow. Okay, so after I put that on, I kind of like blend it out.
I'm actually really excited for this part because I needed a new eyebrow pencil and I bought this one, so hopefully it's good so I don't need to like buy another one. She didn't have the like duo powder on there, but she did have her brow pencils. I took a shower before this and I forgot to put deodorant on and my armpits smell, so that's fun. This is the best deodorant ever, by the way, if your armpits smell. Yes, it's men's deodorant. This is the only one that I have ever found that works. She actually does her brows very similar to the way that I do them. She brushes up, and I got a little bit darker one because my hair is brown now. My natural hair color is dirty blonde, so obviously my eyebrows are going to be a little darker, and I feel like it kind of just like matches my hair. But when I do my makeup, I feel like my eyebrows kind of like that's the thing that disappears. And I'm gonna extend my brow a little bit more than usual because she says she extends them more, and my eyebrows, I kind of like cut them off like right here because I feel like that just looks better like with my face shape. It really makes my face like more lifted and snatched. These are actually pretty good. They're not waxy because I know a lot of times when I use eyebrow pencils, I've tested a bunch and some of them are super waxy and they will actually like pull out my eyebrow hairs, and I really don't like that. I'm gonna line the top. She did have her eyebrow pencil, and since I couldn't buy the powder, I was like, at least I'll buy the pencil, and I've been needing a new one, and I feel like this is a really good pencil. I love fine brushes. It has a spoolie on the end, and I'm just gonna be going in with Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. So I'm gonna be going in with the darker one and kind of just filling it in and setting it. I bought this product. What the heck? Was that supposed to happen? Okay, I don't know what that is. This is like the brow highlighter. I got medium. Probably should have got the lightest one, but you know, I don't know how to pick shades online. So, but we're just gonna line underneath. I'm I'm just going in and I'm just gonna like blend it kind of down. That is the final brow. I honestly think it looked way better before I did the highlighter thing underneath, but I had to do it because it's part of the routine. I'm gonna go do the other one off camera. I'll be right back. I just finished my brows and I will say they look really great, and I feel like they look so good with the brown hair. A yes to the eyebrow pencil, a yes to the eyebrow brush. I really like this brush. It's probably gonna be my new favorite brush, and I'm probably gonna have to say a no to the highlighter thing. And it's not because of the shade, I just think it's a really unnecessary step, because you could easily just go in with like a flat brush with a concealer and do the same exact thing, and you have to go in with a brush anyways to blend it out. So I feel like it's really unnecessary.
I'm gonna go right into my eyes. So for an everyday easy look, I always go for my bronze palette. I'm gonna do like a 2-second eye look because this is what I do when I'm rushing. So I'll mix Topaz and Tiger Eye. It's like a cool tone brown and like a warm tone brown, and I put this right in my crease. I'm gonna take Jasper, put it in the center of my lid, just on both sides, and then blend it out. Gives me like a faux cut crease. So I'm gonna start like that, and then I'm gonna take a clean finger and blend it out. And also these shades are really nice because you could do a lot, or you can blend it out where it kind of just looks like your eyes are wet.
Well, crap. So I lied in the beginning of the video when I said that I only didn't buy her lip scrub thing because I did not buy the eye shimmer thing. I don't know how I missed that. But we're gonna work with what we have. I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, and I'll find something in there that's gonna literally look exactly the same. I'm gonna be mixing this shade, which is kind of like a very like a beige, like a light brown, and this is the Anastasia Prism palette. And then I'm gonna be mixing that with this brown, and it's called Birch, and it's in the Sultry palette. She goes in with a lighter shade right here to kind of give like that cut crease illusion type of deal. I'm going to be going in with this light color right here, and it's called Fresh in the Sultry palette. This is totally not the right brush to be going in with for that, but all of my brushes are dirty. Okay, wait, I think I might have found one that's going to look like somewhat okay. It's called Cinder, and it's in the Sultry palette. I feel like that's probably the best we're gonna get. Is it exactly like hers? No, and it kind of looks bad, and it's probably gonna get worse because I am horrible at eyeliner, and I'm pretty sure eyeliner is next. So.
And then, so I do the top, and I do the bottom. Okay, so I like to do my liner super long and make my eyes look really extended. I am like 100% positive that I ordered that because I know they had it on there. I'm pretty sure I ordered it, but I have another one. I'm gonna be going in with this one, and it's the one by Glossier, and I'm gonna go and do this off camera because God knows I wouldn't be able to do it on camera, and I'm really bad at this, so wish me luck. I feel like it's as good as it's gonna get. My eyes are very difficult to put eyeliner on just because they're weird. They're like hooded, but they're not. And like when I look forward, my whole entire, I don't know, like if I look down, they look good, but then when I look up, and yes, I've watched a million freaking videos on how to do eyeliner on like somewhat hooded eyes, and it doesn't matter. I still can't figure out how to do it. Eyeliner is like just that thing that's really hard for me, but I feel like this is good enough. Now I think it's a good time to brush my brows up.
She brushes her brows up, and it kind of looks like she's using her own brow gel, which I didn't see on the website. I'm just going to be going with the Glossier one, the Boy Brow, and it's just like a clear color.
And then we're going to dust underneath my eye.
Really quickly, she goes and she dusts off all of the powder.
I'm gonna mix my bronzers, Tequila Tan and Toasty, and I'm gonna do this to contour my face and add some warmth back in here.
I bought both of the bronzers she used, and this is Tequila Tan and this is Toasty, and we're gonna go in with that. I will say one thing I really like about her brand is the packaging. This one is Toasty, this one is Tequila Tan. I feel like this one will be really good for the winter time when I'm super pale, and it's just like a very light bronze, but this one's more like of a contour. But she takes both of these and she goes very much like in the contour area, but I sat this on top of this and I already made a mark in the pan, and I'm sad. I haven't even freaking used it yet. One thing I'm kind of surprised about is she doesn't go on her forehead at all. Unless she just didn't show it. I might add a little bit of the lighter one on there because I feel like it's gonna look really weird if I don't. And hers just naturally kind of looks like that. So her forehead, I have never noticed, is like extremely small, which is not a bad thing. I've never noticed like how small it is, but it like works for her face.
So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna take beige now. Just a tiny bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of beige and then I'm gonna do some translucent like right over top.
She goes in with some powder underneath here and she goes in with hers, and obviously I did not get hers. It's the Too Faced Peach Powder, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna do like the first layer. And she does it like from the lining of her mouth to like her cheekbone. Okay, so she goes in like that. It's looking like way more extreme because the ring light is like reflecting it, but I'm gonna be going in with the Laura Mercier one, and she kind of puts a little bit right here. Because one thing I've noticed with Kylie Jenner and like her Instagram pictures and her makeup, her cheekbones like always look so amazing.
So I'm gonna do my lash line. I'm gonna start the edge, try to just be as close to my lash line as possible.
Too extreme. She doesn't seem like she blows it out too much. She just really focuses it like on her lower lash line.
You know I talk about blush all the time. So I'm gonna mix some of my two favorite shades from my collection, Baddie on the Block and Winter Kiss. Put a little on my nose. I really put it just all over my face.
This is probably what I am most excited for out of the whole entire video. I bought both of the blushes. I have come to really love blush. I've said this before in my videos. I used to hate it because it's like the whole entire point of me putting on makeup was to get rid of the redness and like the pinkness and stuff. And I'm like, well, why would I add it all back in there? Now I love it. I don't know why. This one is Winter Kiss and then this one is Baddie on the Block. So I got the same exact ones that she got. It seems like she focuses it more on the apples of her cheeks. These are pretty good. I like blushes that aren't like super intense, that are buildable.
I think it's time for some highlighter. I am going to use my favorite shade, Clean Drip, and I'm going to do it right just on to the top right there. I'm not going to drag it onto my cheek because I don't like highlighter on my cheek. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush and do right down the center of my nose.
Got the highlighter. I'm super excited to see what it looks like. I've never tried Kylie Jenner's highlighters, and I know when she like first launched her stuff and she launched the highlighters, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It says like Kylie and it's imprinted on the whole entire thing. Wow, I really like that. I'm pretty sure it used to be drips. Is that doing anything? Dude, I thought these were gonna be like insane highlighters. Back. I thought this was gonna be way more insane. I'm pretty sure this is a different formula than her last one. I was expecting something like so different. And she also goes in with the highlighter on her nose. And she goes on her Cupid's bow a little bit.
How I like to do my Kylie lip kit is I like to line my lips pretty much all the way in like I just did, and then I put Kylie right in the center only because I really like an ombre lip.
I'm excited and not excited for this part because I totally mentioned this in my past videos that I've done makeup in. I don't like my lips that much, you know? I've come to like them a little bit more, but every single day I look in the mirror and be like, I want lip fillers. It's also really hard to like my lips when everyone on the freaking internet is getting lip fillers every 5 seconds. I got the same one she's using and it's in Kylie. I'm gonna go line my lips in my mirror because I am really bad at lining my lips and I need to be really close to like a mirror and sit down and be super steady. Or I might do it all in the mirror. I don't know. I'll be back. I did the whole entire lip off camera because it was so much easier in the mirror. I got mixed feelings. I feel like this looks way better because I've done like a darker lipstick in the past. It looks better with the darker hair. I don't know. I will say this is so drying. I don't like matte lipsticks. I always put gloss on top of them or I literally will put chapstick on top of them because I cannot stand it. My lips are always dry. Like, I don't know if you see what's happening. Like, this is my lips completely rest. That is the amount of lip liner I have left. That is not enough for this whole entire tube. of lipstick. And if these come together, I feel like there should be enough, like an even amount at least. I don't know. I think lip liners are totally a ripoff, and there's way better lip liners out there. I'd way rather use one that I would just sharpen, or like the ones that turn. I think those are a ripoff. Yes, they're very creamy and smooth. You could like buy a NYX one, and I feel like it's just as good. But yeah, the main thing I don't like about it is how drying it is. But like if you have naturally really plump lips that don't wrinkle, or you have lip filler and your lips don't wrinkle, then this would look amazing on you. I'm not saying it looks bad, it's just not my cup of tea.
So now I'm gonna do some mascara and I'll be right back.
She goes off camera and does her mascara, and I'm actually gonna do the same thing, but she doesn't show what mascara she uses. But the mascara I have been absolutely in love with recently, the Lash Slick by Glossier, and holy crap, this has been my favorite mascara ever. But I'm gonna go curl my lashes and then put this on because mascara is done.
Spray. My setting spray. This setting spray smells amazing. I get so many compliments on my setting spray. I just like to do like a...
Her setting spray was not on her website, so we're just gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I've used it a few times and it's actually pretty freaking great. I saw she used like the thing as a fan. Wow, this thing actually really works good to do this. I literally think of this stuff as hairspray for your face. This is the final look. I like it. It's just a little, I like it, okay? It's just a little bit much. I would go without the foundation, the lipstick. I actually really like the eyebrows, but I do feel like I look really snatched. Like if I had a very like tight, sleek, like middle part and then like a ponytail, I feel like this would look so good. Probably go without the eyeliner. It actually does look pretty good though for me. My favorite item out of like this whole entire routine, if I had to pick one, I have a couple, but it's definitely gonna have to be the blush Winter Kissed. I really like this. I think it's a very like unique color because it's so cool toned and it's so buildable. I really like her blushes. The highlighter is in. I do really like the eyebrow pencil. And then the other thing I really like is her eyebrow brush. You know, I know it's just a brush and there's probably a million out there like this, but I really like this. It's like the perfect thickness. So that pretty much concludes this video. Tell me whose makeup routine you guys want to see next. I know a lot of people have said Kendall Jenner and Maddie Ziegler. Those are the two main people who I've been told to do next. Subscribe if you want more. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I don't know if you like the way I put my words together, but I need you to stick with me just like some birds of feathers. Or like bricks and scales, hand in hand, dropping coin straight down the well. Wish me well, wish me well. Hey, always talking about the fish and scales, things that's gonna throw my mind off focus. Probably what's gonna get my drug use more dosage. Like, oh damn, baby girl, I didn't think you know.